Gardens. My name is Lee Presley. I'm the summer intern for the Ozaukee County Land and Water Management Department. Today we are installing a rain garden in front of the Cedarburg Town Hall. Well, rain gardens help rainwater infiltrate into the water table more slowly than if it would just be running off the roof directly onto the sod and then onto impervious surfaces. The best place for rain garden is at the base of your downspouts. You want to direct the water from the downspout into the garden, but the garden also needs to be at least 10 feet from your foundation of your home to prevent seepage, which might degrade your foundation. The first step would be to decide how big you want to make the rain garden. The size of your rain garden depends on the size of the roof area that's running off into the garden. As a general rule, you want to make the garden about a third of the size of the roof area that's running into the garden. After you determine your size, you stake out the area, draw out a line, and remove the sod from that area. The next step would be to excavate down. Typically you would over-excavate probably about 6 to 8 inches and then bring in 2 to 3 inches of topsoil to remediate soil that may be there. It might be in not good condition. If you have good soil, you might not even need to bring in soil and you could just excavate down about 5 inches. A homeowner would need a sod cutter probably. Unless you had a small backhoe, in which case you could just dig the area with a backhoe and remove the soil that way. A shovel, a garden rake, a few trowels, and a wheelbarrow would probably be all you would need. Native plants are the best choice for a rain garden. They tend to have deeper root systems which help water infiltrate more efficiently into the groundwater table. You could use native grasses such as switchgrass, native sedges like a carex, or even native wildflowers, which flowers, so they also help add aesthetic beauty to your property. The maintenance with rain gardens is very minimal. The first few weeks after planting, you'll need to water the rain garden to help the roots establish themselves. After that, watering will really not be necessary as it self-waters with each rainfall. Other than that, mulching just to keep the weeds down may need to be done the next summer after it's planted. Weeding is important within the first few years. After that, the plants will fill in and kind of take care of themselves, blocking out other weeds.
Hi, I'm Jillian Zetting. I am a horticulturist at Johnson's Gardens here in Cedarburg, and today we are planting a rain garden with native plants of Wisconsin. The native plants that we have chosen are totally adaptable to rain gardens. They withstand extremes of moisture and drought. The high side can handle some moisture. The ones in the middle would handle lots of moisture, like Joe Pye weed, which is actually a wetland indicator plant, so it can withstand high amounts of moisture for long periods of time and still have drought, especially seasons like we've had this year. Most native plants have other attributes to it besides being able to withstand the moisture. They bring in wildlife, butterflies. They filtrate the water before it goes into a storm drain. They're beautiful. A lot of people are wanting to get back to the Wisconsin heritage of native plants that have been around for centuries, and they just are naturally adaptable to our soils, our weather conditions. Bright blue lobelia. It has beautiful blue flowers later in the fall, and it gets about 3 to 4 feet tall. This is Joe Pye weed, which is the wetland indicator plant. It has beautiful purple flowers. Gets about 3 feet tall, 4 feet wide, and it totally attracts butterflies and birds later in the year. This is foxglove penstemon. It has little bell flowers that actually hummingbirds will are attracted to. And the seed heads hang on all winter that the birds will eat later. In the spring cardinal flower, which is in the family with the grape lobelia, but it has brilliant bright red flowers, nice wands hanging out there. And with the rain garden, you want to have mostly flowers, not so many grasses. But some of the grasses that will handle the rain garden is the switchgrass. The birds take the seed later on. It gives a nice effect, but you don't want to put too many grasses. You want to keep mostly flowers. It's not a prairie, it's a rain garden, so you just have a little bit of movement. There's also lavender hyssop, which has beautiful lavender flowers. This probably gets about 2.5 feet tall. It's in the mint family, and the bees are attracted, and birds will take it later on, and butterflies are also attracted to it. It's got a great color, and it's nice to have a different seasonal interest throughout, so pick plants that are blooming at different times throughout the year.